Peace, everybody. How are you doing this morning? Or I mean this evening. I'm sorry. It's I said morning because I just woke up from a nap, but I wanted to make sure that I got in one more 420 2020. It only happens the 420 2020 happens only once in a lifetime. And here I am. I got to do it. Come on up, Munch. Get comfy. Got my buddy Munch here. He had a bath last night. He smells yummy. He's all clean and shiny. As you can see here, he's a good puppy dog. Got a dog hair in my nose now. Nice. All right. Puppy Pot and Chill, number 489. Closing in on some big numbers. Dems and media have been exploiting the crisis for political power. I find it the more I dig. Disguising the power grab as progressiveness and virtue signaling, and their truth, not the truth, but their truth. And the media is carrying water for China, as CNS, MSNBC, CBS, all mainstream media are propping up the Democratic left in a show of unity for China. Also, as a show of classic group ignorance, they stand together, patting each other on the back, praising China for their fast response, when China actually covered up the escape of the Wuhan virus for weeks. And then they lied and covered up about that, that they didn't lie and cover up. So, in China, they showed people who were being welded into their apartments with no way out. In China, they're putting Muslims into concentration camps. There's organ harvesting going on. With everything that's happening in the mainstream media, with Orange Man bad and the coronavirus and everything else, it's just, China's just bad. It's a bad, bad place. Hey, Steve, I hope you notice I moved the shirt. Got to have my boy Stephen Eldridge represented correctly. Oh, I'm high. I forgot what it is here. Oh yeah, train whistles and tokes. God, I'm stoned already. Still. Schools hand out free laptops, helping their community out, taking care of each other, making sure the poor aren't left behind. Right? Well, maybe not so much. Come to find out, the school had been using the laptops to spy and collect video and pictures off the laptop via webcam and audio, and even keystrokes using an algorithm of minors, which makes a school a pedophile. It caught the miners in various states of undress and other possibly embarrassing situations. Um, and not from at school, from the child's home, from after school. It was the school massively overstepped its authority and waded into the waters of pedophilia. The school and the people responsible for this shit need to be handled. And when I mean handled, I mean buried under a jail somewhere and forgotten. If you're a person that's responsible for doing something like this to kids, do the right thing, turn yourself in. That way, karma will butt rape you repeatedly on a daily basis for the remainder of your lives for doing something like that to children. Fucking school's supposed to be teaching our kids, not spying at them at home. Obama went out golfing after a 40-mile road trip to his favorite golf course. And then 2 days later, Michelle Obama did a PSA saying everyone had to stay inside to keep from spreading the coronavirus. Well, except for her husband, Barack. He could go out and go golfing because he's self-entitled. He's better than you. Henceforth, he can do what he wants. He doesn't need to follow rules. He will tell you to stay inside, that you must do it to stop this. As a matter of fact, he himself has made videos, I believe, about staying inside during the coronavirus. He will tell you all of this from the 8th hole on the golf course. It's nice to be that special, isn't it? It'd be nice. Don Lemon scared the ever-living fuck out of me. He told the truth, and he did some real journalism. How'd he do that? He did it against Stacey Abrams, a very racist, ignorant female representative, over the hashtag #MeToo bullshit message with Joe Biden, because she was one of the people that said you must believe women at all times, and then she said you must believe Joe Biden. What an ignorant cunt she is. I hate people like that. I really do. I've been rambling for 8 minutes. Let's take a hit. And of course, I got Munch here. I don't know if you can see Munch. There's Munchy on my lap. In the words of Abraham Lincoln, it is better to remain silent and to be thought of as a fool rather than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Abe Lincoln. CNBC News, so shocking that a member/guest of the show fell asleep on live TV during the shocking outbreak of news. God, people, I swear to God. There were 2 doctors going viral in a video. From California, who have been making, it's a pushback video. Thanks, Munch, for screwing that up. It's a pushback video saying that, and these are Democrats from the left, they're saying that they need to open up the states, saying he's not overwhelmed, the hospitals aren't overwhelmed, and blah, blah, blah. Well, we knew that. The whole idea of the shutdown was to make sure that you weren't overwhelmed. And I understand that you wish to open up the economy again. I want it open. I'm tired of reading stories of people starving and looting because they're hungry um and here's the deal. They're talking about being silenced and censoring and cover-ups as they were forced to uh, list deaths as COVID deaths. And okay, it might happen there, but I'm not willing to believe that it happens all over the country. I think it's just one isolated thing. And I think there might be, I think there might be a couple other places that do that too, but I don't think it's nationwide. I think it's small areas. I think it's small places, looking to grab a little bit of power. I know it sounds stupid, but most of America wants to open up. There's only a few Democratic mayors and governors who are trying to get a tight grip on the people and hold on to the power. Having said that, I wish it didn't happen, but it did. I just do not think it's as prolific as the media makes it out to be, especially these two doctors. I'm not saying they're wrong. Where they're at, they're probably right. The numbers are low enough, the cases are good enough, they feel they can open up. Well, that's great. Thank you for your input, doctors. I really do appreciate it. However, you live in one small area in a very large United States of America. There are places everywhere that are great. They're ready to open up for commerce and business, and social distancing is even kind of going to the wayside because they're doing so good. Fantastic. There are other places in the United States, however, that people are starving. The economic food train coming into their city has been cut off. People are hungry. People are starving. People are scared. I just want you to remember that just because you're in one area like I am here in Spokane, where we have 20 deaths, 20 plus deaths, and quite a few cases, but we're not being held down with an iron fist either. They're simply asking us to quarantine, and up here we're doing the right thing. They don't have to do anything else. At least, not anything I have seen. I'm not saying it's not out there, because it obviously is. I can read all the news stories about it. Um, in their opinion, the case and death numbers in California are 0.03%. But like I said, in New York City, it's a totally different story. With 23,384 deaths, it's way, way, way higher than where the docs from California put it at. And that's how it works. There's an average. All right. Over here, they've got 4 deaths. Over here, they've got 1,000 deaths. But averaged out, you see what I mean? That's how they're doing. They're doing it on the aggregate. What the masses are happening with. And that's what they're basing their decisions on. Not in tiny little areas that are doing good. Okay, trust me. Everybody understands that those areas are doing good. It's the areas that are very populated, where it's almost impossible to social distance. Those are the places that have the problems. You can't just open up America because you're doing great when the guy next to you is not. All right. I understand the frustration. I really do. I'm ready for it to open up. I think we can start opening up, just carefully. And I think that's what they're doing. There's a lot of states that are open up, and they're doing so very carefully to make sure that things don't go awry. Ooh, and if you're smoking with me, I hope you're choking with me. I know it doesn't look like I do much coughing online, but I also do a lot of cough suppression. And then after I sign off, I lose my shit coughing. And if you think you cannot uh, keep your coughs held down, you're wrong. You can. It just takes practice. In the immortal words of Steve Eldridge, let's hydrate, shall we? Um, and don't forget to go to sessions and watch Eric Scanlon, Steve Eldridge, Elizabeth Wilson, and all the others. Hey, Lisa Sonnentag, I love you too. Um, we can be better humans. We can start by uh, treating each other with respect, and then we can move on to being even better humans after that. But for now, let's be smart stoners, all right? You can do it, it's possible. And absolutely do not listen to me. Why would you listen to me? I'm a stoner. Granted, I'm right a lot, but it doesn't matter. I still put my spin and my bias onto everything I say. So if I say something that interests you, you look it up and you find out what the truth is. What are you doing, Munch? You want to come up? Come here. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come on. You're not getting a treat, dude. Oh, fuck it. Let's do one puppy trick. I wasn't going to give him a treat because he's almost out of treats. But it is close to the end of the month. Ooh, gonna have to shut this down soon. All right. Come here, bud. All right, sit. Don't move. Stay there. All right. Don't move. All right, here we go. This is Puppy Tricks. This is Munch. Go. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Well, there you go. At 18 minutes in, we had Puppy Tricks. I hope everybody enjoyed them. You can't love everybody, so let's just try to be better people and try not to hate. Like I said, if I said something that interests you, you look it up for yourself. You find out what the truth is. Peace. I love you fuckers. Stay high, bitches.